Well, the purpose of this lesson is to model using symmetry. We think of butterflies when we talk about symmetry, so we will use that idea and apply it to SketchUp. Let's begin. I will start by removing our gentleman. The next thing I would like for you to do is to create a rectangular shape right here. This will be our screen for which we will project an image which I found on Google. Let me demonstrate. Hit the hotkey R. There we go. Now I would like for you to hover over the origin, rise up, look for the green. You will understand in a minute why I want you to look for the green. Now we are going to create a rectangular screen that is 12 feet by 4.5 feet. Enter. Very good. Now we are going to take my image and we are going to project it onto the screen. This is called an orthographic projection. Now, use your finger for the hotkey. For the paint bucket, hit the letter B. All right. Now choose one of these colors. We are going to edit the color by clicking on this little button right here. Okay. Now we are going to create our own texture. So navigate to your desktop by clicking on this little computer icon here. Click on your computer. Now I know that my file is on my desktop, which I am here, and the file I want is this one right here. Click open and use image. Now remember, our screen that we created was 12 feet, so I'm going to type 2 feet for the width, and then I'm going to click in this box for the height. And the computer knows the height that it should be, so I will leave it at that. Now click done, and you have the paint bucket in front of you. So I'm going to ask you to click on the screen. Voila! I have an orthographic projection. Very good. All right, I'm going to select the pointer tool. I'm going to close this window right here. Now, the next thing I would like for you to do is to choose the entire shape of the rectangle. All right. We are going to then create a copy of it and push it back further away from us. Let me demonstrate. Use your finger for the hotkey M. Select this origin point right here. Click on it and push along the green axis. Now, there is a reason why we are doing this, because we want to have 2 copies. I will show you. Click on this point right here. We are going to create a copy. Hit the control button on the keyboard and pull the copy to the origin and click. Now, we will be editing this orthographic projection in front of us. And this one back here will be used as our guide. All right, let's improve the viewing angle. Hit the space bar, pull up your pointer tool. We're going to improve the viewing angle by clicking on the Scenes button. All right, next click on the front view of the little house. Okay. Close this window. Now, it's right in front of us. So I'm going to zoom in a little bit. I'm going to pan for your viewing pleasure. Now, using the line tool and the arc tool, I am going to create a series of connections around the perimeter of my vehicle. I will start off with the line tool. Use your finger for the hotkey, hit L, find a starting point. I think this would be a good starting point right here. I'm going to click, and I'm going to outline my vehicle. I'm going to move all the way around. Now, this does not need to be perfect at this point, because we will be doing some fancy editing later on. All right. Notice that we have a sweep here, a nice sweeping curve of the vehicle. This would be a good spot for an arc. Use your finger for the hotkey. Hit the letter A. All right. Find the last point. Come down to the front of the hood and click. And now you are able to create a nice arc. I don't need too much curvature at this point, so I will, that's a good spot right there. Click. Okay. Now, I'm going to continue moving around the vehicle. I don't need my arc tool anymore. I will select the straight line tool. I'm going to click. And I'm just going to move all the way around, deciding whether I need curve or straight. Here would be a good curve. I'm going to click here. I'm going to click here. I'm going to create a nice curve under this part of the vehicle. Now I have another spot where I can create a beautiful curve. I'm going to click here. And I'm going to move, oh, look at that. Look at that arc as it floats across the tire. I'm going to click this point right here. Sometimes you might need to zoom in. There we go. I'm going to click. And I'm going to create a nice beautiful arc around the wheel hub. I will click. Here would be a nice spot for a straight line, so I will use the hotkey L to bring back my line tool. I'm going to come all the way across. I will click. I will bring back the arc tool, hotkey A. I will begin here. I will end over here. Oh, look at that. Nice. Nice, perfect shape. I will click. Now, for your viewing pleasure, I will zoom out a little bit, and I will pan. Hotkey H. I will pan to the side so you can see what I am doing. Now, hotkey L for another straight line here. I'm going to come around. This looks like a nice spot for an arc. I will use the hotkey A. I will click. I will click at the top of the spoiler. And I will create a nice arc right here with a slight curve. Now I will click. All right, I will bring back the straight line tool. I will click here. I will come down. I will click, and I will start moving up the hood, the rear hood of the vehicle. I think they call that a trunk. I will click here. I will move up the convertible top. I will continue forward, zooming in to get a better click angle. All right, I will click here, and I think the final click will be the shape that I am looking for. All right, I have moved around the perimeter of the vehicle completely, and now I'm going to click delete on the keyboard. Let's see what happens. Oh, excellent. I have the outline of my vehicle for which I can continue to model. Let's take a look. One last little spin. Oh, it looks so good. Looks so good.